you tell the difference between these goldfish crackers? Well, this one has over a dozen ingredients, seed oils, preservatives, sugar, a bunch of junk that I can't even pronounce, let alone know what it is. And this one has 2 simple ingredients. Carnivore goldfish. Get this out of here. Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video I'm showing you how to make carnivore goldfish and carnivore Cheez-Its. If you look at the back of a normal goldfish, it looks like a science experiment. There's multiple seed oils, preservatives, sugar, a bunch of words that I can't even pronounce, let alone know what it is. It's absolutely crazy. I've tried this so many times. So this is my recipe. I spent hours trying to perfect it. I tried one where I made dough and I used pork rinds and cheese, but it just didn't taste good, and I want it to taste exactly as close as I can to these goldfish. And so I finally perfected it yesterday, so I'm going to show you guys how to make it today. And I'm showing you how to make Cheez-Its as well, because for the goldfish, you do need a mold for it. So I'm showing you how to make Cheez-Its as well, so you don't have to get a mold. This was $10 on Amazon. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. For the goldfish, I recommend the cheddar cheese because it just looks exactly like the goldfish and it tastes like it. And then you are going to need a cheese cutter. For the goldfish, a cheese grater. For the goldfish, you're going to want one that's like this, where it's a lot of little...
It's like a zester.
Yeah, it's like a zester. So it makes the cheese very fine and thin. That's what you want. A bowl to mix your little dough in. And then if you're doing the goldfish, you're going to need molds. But if you're just doing the Cheez-Its, you just need your cheese and a knife to cut it up. And then you're going to need 1 egg. I use the egg yolk. It just works as kind of like a binder and gets it all binded together. So we're going to start off by preheating the oven first to 175 degrees. And let me just say, the goldfish takes some time, so you need to be patient. It's one of the easiest things to make. You basically just cut up the cheese, add your egg as the binder, and then squish it into your molds. But it takes a long time in the oven, so I'll show you what to do. So first we're going to preheat it as low as it can go, which mine is 170 degrees. Boop. We have a spectator.
He's the king of the fridge.
And a secret ingredient that I'm using that gets it nice and salty like this is my SALTR. It's electrolyte flake sea salt, and it's so delicious. So it's good for you and it's delicious. I tried so many ways. I had, is it in here? I had this that I got off Amazon, and I tried to make a little batter and use these cookie cutters. It didn't work because the cheese just turned into a glob. And then I read that this is oven safe, especially on the low heat. So then I put my cheese in this and left it in the oven, but it just didn't work out. It did not turn out. So using this mold has really helped it just form. It just cooks slow and slow, and it gets so nice and crunchy like a goldfish. Earlier when I said it's so easy, it is so easy, but this is like a little workout. I'm so parched actually. I'm drinking my SALTR Electrolytes right now. I've been loving the unflavored one. Before, when I would take my electrolytes, before I learned about SALTR, I would have to take a shot of electrolytes to get it over with because the flavor, was just so horrible. And now I can actually enjoy it and drink it throughout my day. They make a salted caramel coffee electrolyte one, and I know people are gonna be like, that's not carnivore, but hey, I'll do me and you do you. The salted caramel coffee one, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It is so delicious. All you do is you can heat up some water on the stovetop, and then you just pour it in and mix it. Boom, done. It's so delicious, and it's your electrolytes.
Pancakes.
Oh, Katie just said, pancakes. I did a video where I made carnivore pancakes, and I made a syrup using this. With these, you can make so many delicious recipes with them. This is what it looks like. You want to get it as thin and fine as you can. I have this. This is absolutely game changer. This is like $2 on Amazon. It's an egg yolk swifter, so you just go like this. What? Is that what?
Swifter.
Sifter. Katie's making fun of me. Boom, now you have your egg yolk. Before I had to go like this back and forth, and then I would always mess it up. Add the egg yolk, it kind of binds it together. And now this is the fun part. You get to just mix it around. Look at that, you have your dough. Dun dun dun. Make sure to press it all down and get all around in the corner. I think I heard that Cheez-Its used to be literally just cheese and salt, and now there's a bunch of ingredients in it.
Contains bioengineered food ingredients.
If you see, like, this one's not filled up all the way, you want them to be filled up all the way. Really make sure you're packing it in there. Guys, no one reminded me. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot to add salt inside the mixture. It's better if you add salt and then mix it up with your hands, but that's okay. I can still sprinkle it on. I was thinking I want to mess around and try different ones. Katie's going to be like, ugh, but what if you added bacon grease to the cheese? Like, you know how goldfish has different flavor? But bacon grease gives it so much flavor. I feel like that'd be so good, but I don't know if that would cook well.
Like sour cream and onion.
Ooh, you could probably do a sour cream and onion one. Ooh, you could probably add seasoning to this. I don't know. Would that be good with cheese, though?
I don't know.
Okay, now watch this. I'm actually going to rinse it off. My family would just leave it in there like this, because then the cheese hardens and makes it impossible to clean. Something me and my family are trying to do, like, we need to get rid of this. I saw a video where people use, like, a boar bristle one for cleaning, because this has so much microplastics in it. And I'm trying to find cotton clothing. Like, the shirt I'm wearing now, this is 100% cotton. Compassionate carnivore, grateful for every meal, never wasteful. It's so cute. Pure cotton, so I'm trying to find better alternatives. I've been going to thrift stores because a lot of thrift stores has nice pure cotton clothing for really cheap. Quick interruption. My sister Katie and I work so hard on Compassionate Carnivore, where we hand make 100% natural tallow-based products. If you'd like to support our small business, you can use code TALLOW15 at checkout for 15% off your order and 2 free lip balms. Now back to the video. We recently switched our laundry detergent to this clean laundry detergent, which I want to learn how to make my own laundry detergent. We're trying to switch like stuff from this. This is horrible, bad chemicals, so we're slowly making changes. Stay tuned because I'm going to do a video and show clean alternatives. I'll give it one last pat down because how it is how it's going to cook. You see this one? This one is perfect, all flat. And then if you see this one, there's kind of cracks in it, so you want to smoothen it down. So basically we're dehydrating them because it's at such a low temperature for a long time. I'll show you later on what I mean, but how you know when it's done is you'll be able to feel it. And if it's squishy, it is not cooked. But if it's, how do you say that, like crunchy?
Hard.
If it's like hardened, like kind of dry, that's what you want. Like how the goldfish cheddar is, that feeling, that's exactly what you want. So I find that I did it for pretty much like, this is so long, like an hour and a half. And then it'll perfectly pop out of the mold, and then I flip each one so that the other side can get nice and crispy or crunchy. So yeah, we'll be right back. This is what they turned out. Amazing, crispy, and crunchy. I forgot to add my salt. You want to add it to the dough beforehand because now it's just not going to stick at all, but the salt makes it so much better. That is how you make carnivore goldfish. It's so simple and easy to make and absolutely delicious. Here is how you make the carnivore Cheez-Its. Preheat your oven to 275 degrees. I sprinkle a little bit of water in the pan. It makes the parchment paper stick. Next, cut your cheddar cheese into little squares and then poke a hole through the middle. Salt it and put it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes until it gets nice and crispy. This is what they look like. I let it cool down a little bit. It looks kind of not the prettiest like a Cheez-It, but it tastes just like it. Well, similar. Of course, it's not going to taste just like the other Cheez-Its because this is a carnivore Cheez-It, but look at that. Add a little more salt. It's so crunchy and salty. It's so easy to make. I bet you all have cheese in your refrigerator right now. Well, that is how you make carnivore Cheez-Its and carnivore goldfish. Thank you so very much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe as it really helps YouTube push my videos out and may inspire others. Wishing you all the very best today and always bye. Beep.